What's up, people? In this video we are going to do this one by Natacha Oceane. Yes, I know I shaved my head. You're welcome to leave me a comment. Yes, I know my head is pale, probably doesn't look as good as it did with hair, but that is the cool thing about hair, is that it grows back. But guess what? In this video we're not going to talk about my hair. You can if you want, but instead we're going to talk about Natacha Oceane and this guy who I think is her boyfriend, what I eat in a day, intuitive eating plus easy recipes. Here we go. If you have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers that you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment.
Does this not look like a couple of faces that slept well this morning?
Slept too well.
I also just woke up from what is probably the most horrifying nightmare I've ever had, which is that one of my friends just got eaten by sharks, like right in front of me. But anyway, there's nothing a little what I eat in a day can't sort out, is there? Is that last thing you just said?
I said, can you make quite a lot of that granola? Because I like it.
I know you do. This is what happens when you cook with me. Mess everywhere. Is that not the best melted combination you've ever seen?
Dry.
Okay, we heard you. Granola ASMR.
I think someone's going to not watch one of your videos for like a year and they're going to come back and be like, I wonder what she's up to. And this whole channel's just going to be like, what the hell did this channel become?
Get your granola.
This is outfit change #1 for the video. And if you change top, then you've got to change bottoms to go with it.
Exactly.
The thing I love about YouTube is that sometimes people make even the most mundane tasks look really sexy.
I don't know why that makes me happy.
Can we save that one so that people can see it when they come around later?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, they'll be like, you made your own granola.
Oh, I didn't realise that was out. I'm sorry.
It feels good being able to just eat whatever I want and not have to worry about things like last week. Last week I tried to live the perfect life that was set by health guidelines from the government and health organisations and institutes. But today's just how I normally eat, how I live life normally, and what makes me most happy. So yeah, I'm getting in that grapefruit juice.
How good is your granola?
Who asked me to do this? I don't remember who asked me to do this, but I don't know. I wonder sometimes, like, if I should just make videos like this, like, because they all use that same track. I swear I've heard that track like a million times. It's like the YouTube like background music for eating food track or something. It's just like makes me remember when I was in Thailand and I was doing these like 5 of these videos a day, like what I eat in a day. Okay, what did she have? What is this? Grapefruit juice and granola, homemade granola. I guess like it's fine. Okay, she looks great. Like, she looks good. Her boyfriend looks fit also, so you know it's not stupid if it works. I'm not a fan of breakfast. Granola and fruit and stuff like that is okay. Basically, I had a conversation with somebody else the other day, and I said I was like talking to them about like health and fitness and mainly nutrition. And what I said that I thought was pretty good, and I didn't really realize until I said it, is that you have, let's say, 6 or 7 things that you should be eating, and everything else just consider it to be dessert, right? So like, for example, I don't know, chicken, beef, pork, eggs, raw dairy, and garlic and onions, for example, right? That's what I consider to be at like right now. You should be having that, and for some reason guacamole. I think guacamole is very healthy, or avocados, I guess. Eat that. That's your sustenance for life, and then everything, like, eat 80 to 90% of your calories from that, and then everything in addition to that, consider it to be dessert, right? And when I say dessert, I don't necessarily mean that it's like processed food that's bad for you and you should never eat, but dessert in that, like, it's probably not going to do as much for you as those 6 or 7 foods that I listed a minute ago, and there's no reason to eat those unless you've already filled up on healthier foods. So like, again, regarding granola, that's probably one of the better choices for dessert, let's like, as I define it. And I already know about Natacha Oceane. I know she's fit. I know she works out. I know she's like actually serious about fitness, which is kind of something that sets her apart from the other like eating disorder celebrities or whatever. I guess they're not. She's kind of like not doing that anymore. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't keep up with these people. But like, okay, cool. I guess I don't know. I forgot. Like, I don't remember what this person asked me to talk about in this video, but it's not okay. So like, that's what I said earlier about the 6 or 7 foods that you should eat, and you shouldn't really eat anything else. And if you do, it's considered dessert. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is like eat whatever you want as long as it's natural food that is found in nature or is produced, like is not produced in a factory, right? Like fruit is made in nature, oats are made in nature. I don't know what else she put in the granola. I wasn't really paying attention, but like I'm assuming it's like oats, maybe some nuts. I don't really know, whatever. Grapefruit juice is produced in nature. So like that's another way of looking at it. I think that's also fine. That's fine. You know, you can get away with a lot more if you're working out. Anyway, all right, okay. What else, I guess?
I'm probably going to just pick at the fruit slowly because because that granola filled me up so much. Wow, I had so much more than you. How have you not finished? By the way, I finally managed to make a playlist, so I've linked it in the description box if you guys want to follow it and, you know, get motivation for the gym.
I found this amazing playlist the other day.
I always need like a motivating song like 5 to 10 minutes before. It counts as part of my warm-up. Oh. That's so tiring, even though like the movements are so small. Sometimes you gotta just not even try that key in the gym. Go through sweat mode. This is the door that opens from behind.
You have to enter the code back to front, and then...
Well done.
My lady.
It's not a gym workout without my post-workout kombucha. I'm actually really enjoying my training at the moment because I think having the marine fitness test just gave me like a set goal that just gave me that extra bit of determination. So it just gave me the push I needed to actually work on my pull-ups. So I always get questions whenever I do one of my own workouts in the gym. Oh my gosh, your training's really different. And people always say I'm too embarrassed to actually try it because like people will take the mick out of me. But the thing is, that happened to me too. You all used to come to the gym and when I was training, they'd be like, "What are you training this time?" And I would always get comments like that. But I think I get comments like that literally everything I do. I used to have a scooter and someone stole it, which was sad. But everyone used to laugh at me being on my scooter until it becomes like more mainstream. But I think it's like that across everything, and you just have to go for it. And then
Okay, so damn, she looks great. Wow, like I was not expecting that. Caught me totally off guard. She looks amazing. Like great body. Like if you like making your own granola is your secret, like go for it. You know, like good definition in the arms, something that girls tend to neglect. Like great shoulders, great lower body. Also, like you can kind of see her abs. Also, I'm impressed. One-legged squats with a weight. This is actually like like you would think using the weight would make it harder, but the weight counterbalances you. So like doing a one-legged squat, your weight is going to naturally be more if you do them right and you put your foot flat on the ground, like her foot is flat on the ground, your weight is going to kind of like lean back, you know, so it's harder to keep your balance. But if you use this weight and you hold it in front of you, then it helps to kind of like move your center of gravity forward, so it's actually easier to do these. But still, regardless, doing one-legged squats, it's good job, like good for her. It's not something most people can do, even with the weight. She's doing pull-ups. She's doing unassisted pull-ups, correct? Well, that's assisted, right? Were they all assisted? Even if they're assisted, who cares? This is still pretty good. Assisted, or what is this, like harder? Oh, okay, so that's actually like, I guess those are technically like weighted pull-ups. Still pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good for a girl to do weighted pull-ups. For a girl to do any pull-ups in general is really good. She could do a handstand. That's pretty good form. And also this, what she did, that's not easy. That little like arm touch right there, that's very difficult. And like, look at this, great shoulders. She looks amazing. Damn, she looks better than I do. I might do her workout. What's her workout? She have a workout plan? I mean, I won't buy it, but like, I'm curious. She does a lot of functional stuff, I guess. I'm impressed. Workout, 3 sets of weighted pull-ups to failure, 3 drop sets, resistance bear crawl, single arm handstand holds. Is this like, it's like calisthenics? Banded curtsy to knee drive. All right, some of this is like meme stuff, but I mean, if like she does workouts like this to look like that, I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Okay, interesting. Was not expecting that from this video. I guess what she said about the whole like, well, I guess let's hear her out here with this whole like just be yourself thing.
I think it's like that across everything, and you just have to go for it, and then the tables will turn. Trust me. As soon as you get good at something, people will start to come to you and be like, "Oh, so how did you do that again?" Just do it for you. Don't worry about what other people think. Just do it for you. Do you remember when I used to get that with my YouTube channel as well? Like your parents, or even my parents, sometimes would be like, "Yeah, when are you gonna get an actual real job?"
I was like, "Mum, check out Natacha's new video." Got to the end, and she was like, "Okay." Now my mum's like the biggest fan.
Now your mum's like, "I've got my own YouTube channel." I don't know why I said that in such like an English accent. Your mum's got such a strong Greek accent. I have a small announcement to make. I mentioned ages ago when I was announcing Cut Reload that I also had 2 other guides coming. The first one is coming on Thursday, this Thursday, and it's going to be a HIIT guide. So all of the HIIT workouts that you guys see on my Instagram, it's going to be similar to that. There's 40 workouts in there. I'm super excited. Me and Mario have been filming all of this week for all of those workout videos. I'm also editing the PDF, and the PDF has had a little bit of a revamp since the Cut Reload and the previous guides. It looks like this currently. It might actually end up having some changes, but all of these photos were photos that I took in California. I like the look of it. The most important thing is the information, obviously, but it never hurts to add a little bit of sparkle here and there. So yeah, I'm currently working on that. It's lunchtime. I'm making
Wow.
flatbreads. I'm making flatbreads, and we have like an Asian chicken salad over here. So I don't actually know if it goes, but I wanted to make flatbreads and Mario wanted Asian chicken salad, so I just thought, let's just combine the two and keep everyone happy. Also, I don't have a rolling pin. Do I have a rolling pin?
Here you go, you got a new rolling pin.
Quick! Oh, well done. This is literally the first time we've had lunch up here since we moved in.
Yeah.
It's actually mental. So we've been here for 7 months, so we're just going to enjoy our lunch outside and just admire the view.
All right. So like, there is chicken in here, I guess. So like, I guess if you want to use my analogy from before, like the chicken is the food you should be eating, and everything else is kind of the quote unquote dessert, right? Like lettuce, as far as like dessert goes, has really no calories, so it's not really that bad. And the sauce, I guess, like minimal impact whatsoever. And then the flatbread, like it's not ideal, like it's not the best food that you would ever eat. But then again, like if you look like this, you're obviously training hard enough to offset the quote unquote negative effects of like flatbread and fucking barbecue sauce on your salad. So like, who actually cares? She obviously trains very hard, and she does the right workouts, which is, I guess, another part of it. So like, I don't remember if the person who asked me to do this, if you just wanted like a general reaction, or if you wanted like talk about the food that she's eating. But like, it's not the best. But this is why I say that like, if your training is hard enough, if you are training hard enough, you can offset. It's not a bad diet, but it's not like the best. You know what I mean? So like, because there's this whole debate as far as like what's more important, eating the right food or exercising. And obviously you should do both, but it's popular or like trendy now to say that, you know, nutrition is more important, which I don't really think that's true. I never thought that's true. Like I would rather work out and eat McDonald's every day than not work out and eat the most perfect food in the world. You'll obviously like have a higher quality of life and live longer and be healthier and blah, blah, blah. If you do the second one, I think the second one, right? Working out. And again, this is not like bad, right? I think this is, I have no idea, but it's probably just like flour with olive oil. I don't have no red flatbread. It's just like flour and water. I really have no idea. Maybe an egg or something. But like, if you train hard enough, like, okay, so what? You ate flatbread, like, big deal. Yeah. So like, honestly, I think what it is people will watch a girl like this and they'll be like, oh my God, she looks so amazing. And she had flatbread and a salad. Does that mean I have to eat flatbread and a salad? But I think what they're actually missing here is the significance of like doing workouts that are actually this intense. People who are in shape, who are fit, who are like exercise, they understand that this level of fitness takes a lot of work. And if you want to see that work in like tight spandex clothes, yeah, you need to like control your portion size, really is what it is. She's not eating a lot of food. But people, you know, kind of just like forget about the exercise part for some reason. And they're just like, oh yeah, it's not that important. I just need to eat less calories. This whole thing about like, you have a perfect six pack underneath all your fat, right? Like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of like really skinny people with very little fat on them, and they do not have a six pack. It's like, okay, maybe like a flat stomach, but there's no like ripped six pack under there, you know? And literally everybody who ever says that is like an out of shape person. Nothing against out of shape people, but yeah.
Doing a film?
Yes.
I thought you wanted to go for the walk, but another time.
Okay.
motivating. For me, that just looks a bit too soft. That's not the kind of vibe I wanted to go for with this brand. I do kind of like this kind of style, but I'm trying to get like a logo or something, or playing on like the word motion. I've been looking at Pinterest for some inspo ideas, and some of the logos are so good. And I think I can play on motion, or at least like the ocean part. I want it to come out like, I want it to be as good as that. I need forever. I just finished my work. Well, in fact, the motion logo is going to take much more longer than that, but we also need to get a new sofa because Mario's uncomfortable in our sofa. No, you keep complaining about it.
On me.
But Mario said, let's go to the correct place first.
Everything gets pinned on me in your videos.
We're in the Bermuda Triangle of like places because there's Old and Scene, which is an amazing Danish bakery. Bubbleology, whatever that's called, does bubble tea there, and Crepper Fair, just like
Tree.
the right amount.
Yeah.
Okay, I just finished, and now I need to make a quick call that I forgot to make earlier. So, good job, me. I'm getting far too distracted. Let's go shopping. It's not the perfect fabric. I don't know if you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Do you feel like home in that one?
Oh, wow.
No? That's one shop down. Now we need a snack to celebrate.
We didn't buy anything, but...
Celebrate any chance you got in life, people.
What did you get?
My regular matcha and tapioca. I actually love it. I'll probably have half and give the rest to you.
Me?
Yeah. You?
Me? So this one's yuzu. Sweet, right?
I'm drinking sweet. I can't drink that.
That's half the sugar. That's half the sweetness.
Oh, give up. Alright, I'm done. Here you go, Mario.
We're not very obsessed with venture shopping. I think it's become my favourite kind of shopping.
It is my favourite kind. I'm glad we share a common like ground in enjoying thrift shop. Yeah.
Not being fun.
It looks sad. I'm running out of hope now. I'll just make my own sofa. So this is the sofa that whilst Mario's cooking. So I know we went sofa shopping, but things catch your eye. So I actually ended up buying 2 tops that are completely sofa related. Peach. Oh, these are absolutely adorable. Little glass jars. How cute. Hey, be some place that sells that same plant. I'm gonna need you guys. There are probably a few things that we want to change, but every time I look at it,
Alright, I've seen enough. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about her like new basket for her apartment. It just doesn't. I don't. Even for me, I think that's like just. I don't know. I don't feel like thinking of something to say about that. Okay, I remember the first time I did a video on her. I remember that I liked her attitude. I don't remember why. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like right kind of in the beginning where people started giving me a lot of requests for like these like eating disorder celebrities who were at various stages of recovery, let's call it. And I remember that this girl was one of the first, not necessarily the, maybe, I don't know if she was like, at the time, she was like one of the only ones who I had seen who, in my opinion, had been doing it right. And the reason, as far as I recall, I don't know, it was a long video. The last one I did was like 45 minutes. As I recall, the reason why I liked it is because she put so much of an emphasis on changing her training to do like more weight training. I think actually, now that I think about it, this is the girl who like would like exercise obsessively and like run 2 hours to like go hang out with her friend instead of taking the bus, and then lie about it or something, and then starve herself and eat like salads the whole time. And then what was she eating before? Granola. Okay, still no like meat or eggs. And the camera does add 10 pounds, but she looked good in this part right here. So like maybe it's possible I'm completely fooled, but she doesn't look like emaciated. You know what I mean? She looks like fit and healthy and lean, and like, I don't know, I think she has a great body. So like, I guess for as far as the food choice goes, like I'm not crazy about it. Period, I guess. Not crazy about it. But if you look like that, then who cares what I think, really? You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of what I want to say, but I just wonder, I don't know. I'm wondering, we didn't really see what she eats in a day. I don't think. We just saw that like one meal, and then the like post-workout meal. Did we see that? I feel like we didn't see that. I did skip some of it because like, yeah, it wasn't really what I eat in a day. It was like flatbread chicken salad and granola, and I don't know, I kind of skipped through this part. Like in my experience, people who've like quote unquote come back from an eating disorder, they still have like bad tendencies. They still have bad habits. But they've kind of like replaced some of their bad habits, at least, with good habits or better habits, right? Like in her specific case, as far as like what I remember, the habits that she's changed have been her exercise habits, right? So she's doing more weight training or more plyometrics or whatever it's called, or calisthenics, and less like steady state cardio, which is good for her because she's already very thin. The food choice, like, you know, I guess she had a little chicken and some granola. I would have liked to see more meat there, but then again, like she looks great, so like it's working for her. Yeah, so like I don't know, are there any actual recipes here? Prawn linguine. Okay, so that's meat at least. Yeah, okay. Oh, so she wanted to try this recipe. I guess that's why she made the granola. Okay, yeah, like I guess again, like as far as like eating disorder girls go, I guess she's doing it. I don't know if she's the best. Like I can't think of like all the other ones off the top of my head, but she's definitely one, like for sure better than anybody else that comes to mind at the current moment. Like far and away. Not necessarily from this video per se, although she is eating meat here.
I'm always like, oh.
God, stop. Not like specifically from this video, although she did have meat for 2 of the 3 meals, and the 3rd meal was like granola, which is technically like oatmeal, I guess. So it's okay, you get a pass. But yeah, like I don't know, you know, she's doing good. Does that mean you should buy her HIIT guide? I don't know, honestly. Maybe you should. If like you'll look like her, buy that shit. Spend the $30 or whatever. Okay, so thank you for telling me to do this. If you guys have any other recommendations for my bald ass head that you want me to do, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.